the imbalance ratio of efforts to results. The 80-20 principle uniquely cuts across all segments of society. Some refer to it as the Pareto principle, as Vilfredo Pareto was the one who described it first. As an economist, Pareto's career involved studying the economics of nations and how resources were distributed among people. It was while doing this that he discovered a repeating pattern. He found that the wealth of every nation was controlled by just a few minorities. This discovery led him to study the concept further, realizing how consistent the principle was. Of course, Pareto did his best, but he didn't fully understand how their people after him chanced upon the principle in their study, most of them without even consulting Pareto's materials. The works of these economists and researchers have helped develop the principle into what it is today. Individuals who understand the 80-20 concept have been using it to maximize personal and corporate productivity. It's your turn to do so now. Before we proceed, what exactly does the 80-20 principle mean? Simply put, a minority of efforts accounts for most of the output. In other words, only a few things are responsible for the vast results we see around us. Just as only a few people control most of the world wealth, only a few students come out top in their class. I observe, you'll see, Pareto principle. There is an imbalance, and effects are not always, if ever, in the 50-50 ratio. The 80-20 principle doesn't necessarily imply that precisely 80% of results come from 20% of actions. The percentages are not always consistent. What's consistent is that a few steps are essential in the whole scheme of things. Understanding this will help you prioritize the things that matter. What should a company do when a fifth of its customers make the most purchases? A reasonable approach is to find creative ways to satisfy that 20%. They could also develop new strategies to market to the bottom 80%. But they won't know how to do this effectively. They don't take the 80-20 phenomenon organization. Soon you'll learn how the 80-20 principle can help you in the corporate world and your personal life. Let's get started. Did you know? Vilfredo Pareto first introduced the Pareto principle in 1906.